This is how they made stairs from like a tree. The Berber Amazigh sign. Look at that for a view. This market is huge. Good morning guys, another day in Agadir, Morocco, and today we had some breakfast at the hotel. So the breakfast wasn't overwhelming, just like a basic continental breakfast. There was like fried eggs, beans, a few selection of breads, cereals, and you know, a selection of fruits as well. You had like tea and coffee. The coffee was just out of a machine, whereas the tea was like freshly made with and without sugar, so the tea was really nice. Yeah, so that was cool. Today is very hot. It is overcast, but it's still very hot. So I want to go check out a few things today, but I don't want to say too much just in case I let you guys down on the video and say XYZ is a plan and the place will be closed, because I've already experienced that where the cable car was closed and some other things that was supposed to do were also like not working as well. So this is called Medina Agadir. I think this is just a restaurant park because there's an actual complex as well which has been reconstructed, and the reason why it's reconstructed is because an earthquake had destroyed the old Medina, and I think it was reconstructed in 1992, but we'll find out if this is the right place or not. So this place where the taxi drops you off is actually the restaurant. So here is the official entrance. This is obviously reconstructed to the Berber style. Assalamu alaikum. Wow, this place is impressive. Like, we're just in the courtyard at the moment. There's obviously a few restaurants here, and wow, it's amazing. So the entrance is 40 dirhams for a ticket per person, but if you have lunch here or dinner, then basically you don't have to pay. So yeah, it's a great option. Of course the food will be overpriced, but if it saves you money on your ticket, you know, at least you're kind of getting it discounted. So this is all Berber design. So it's called Dar Alamo. It's a private residence. So this is the artisan village. Obviously all been recreated by maybe local architects. This is how they made stairs from like a tree. They carved them out. That's amazing. Look at the roofs. Is wood, and the cracks on the doors are really nice as well. See some of the tiles.
Wow.
So if you look inside here, some of the stuff that they used to make. Don't know if that was for like lighting or. That's amazing. It's a natural mosaic, maybe a traditional mosaic. And look, these are the Berber doors. As you can see here, the Berber Amazigh sign. That's really well made. So I believe some parts are probably still under construction. It's going to be an ongoing project, I believe. This walkway goes into like the courtyard. Still. Wow, it's really impressive. Some of the tiles obviously have been damaged. They're probably going to be done up again. It's a really nice courtyard. And look, we've got some shops here, some souvenir shops, touristic shops down here. Look at these mosaics on the floor. Another impressive door. You can see like these beautiful lanterns as well. A lot of thought has obviously gone into this place, and it is impressive. It's an open courtyard. If you can hear that sound, then what that is it's a peacock, and apparently there's a few of those on site. But look at these small doors and small windows. It gives you a bit of a taste of what things used to be. It's quite cool in here as well. So yeah, this just comes back out. So there's a lot of handcraft going on, as you can see, like leather and stone and stuff like that. About it. Let's see where this goes. Look at that for a view. So there's a gentleman there still doing the work, and obviously that must be painstaking doing all that, and the shapes out. See how beautiful it looks. You got the Amazigh style bed. Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's a historic place. Look at that, how beautiful that is. So this wooden beam has carvings which have been inspired by the Amazigh culture. I'm not sure if the actual letters or anything, but it's definitely an Amazigh design. So this one's definitely like the sign of the Amazigh, as you can see the straight line with the two arches. So a lot of the artwork that's been hung up. And yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but this was all reconstructed in 1992. I'm not sure the exact year of the earthquake, but I'll try to leave it in the description below. but obviously all the old Medina was destroyed, and this is how it would have looked like this. So they've gone off some history to show what it would have looked like and what some of the art and the culture would have looked like. And the Berber people did have some beautiful art, as you can see. Woodwork as well. I'm not sure why the birds are there. Don't know if that's just a novelty or whether that was a tradition as well. So this is the menu. Obviously things are like overly priced, which was to be expected. So considering that if you take off 40 dirhams for the ticket price, then I guess things will be as they are in other touristic places. So we'll order something off the menu anyway and let you know how it tastes. I did want the lamb tagine, but lamb wasn't available and couscous wasn't available either. So in the end opted for a beef tagine, and it is cooked really nice. I did have to wait a bit of time for it to get made, but so long that it was made fresh, it's definitely worth the wait, well worth the money. So that was an amazing lunch. Wow, amazing, really fresh. The total came to 90 dirhams basically for the tagine and some fries, and if you take away the factor that the ticket for the entry would have been 40 each, so it would have been 80 dirhams. Basically lunch cost us like 10 dirhams. Can't complain. You can't even complain at the full price, to be honest, because it tasted amazing. So yeah, one of the things to bear in mind, obviously it is in the middle of nowhere, and the taxis don't really come here. They don't really come on this route, so it might be a bit difficult to get here and back unless you either drive or if you pre-arrange it with a taxi driver to pick you up and take you. The plan now is to try and get to Inzagan, which is more inland from Agadir. Want to try and go to the local market there, which will be a better experience rather than trying to experience a lot of touristic things, because obviously we've been to Agadir and a lot of things are like touristy. I do want to have a bit more of an authentic experience, so we'll try to get a grand taxi to Inzagan. If that's not possible, then we'll just get a small taxi back to Agadir, then get a grand taxi out. So let's see how we get on. But we're coming up to the square now where you can get a grand taxi to Inzagan, which I believe is this square over here. Welcome to Inzagan, such a busy place. We got the grand taxi to Inzagan. The Inzagan grand taxis are blue and white, like that one or that one, and the grand taxis for Agadir are white and yellow, which you may have seen previously as well. And then you have the petit taxis within the city, which in Agadir are orange, and here they're kind of a pale blue. Gonna go into the local souk now, so let's go check it out. It's gonna be a way to go inside from here. This market is huge and it's so busy as well. It's like pretty much everything you need will be available here. It's crazy how busy it is.
How much is that here?
This is what you call a local juice bar. So you can get like milkshakes. So they've got strawberry, avocado, and I think papaya. But one of my favorite juices or milkshakes when I come to Morocco is avocado juice. So I definitely have to stop and get some of that. Just about. Wow, I've just come out of the souk now in Zagan, and damn, it's crazy in there, crazy. Oh, I had to come out and get some fresh air, even though it's quite hot out here too. But yeah, there's people on the grind, on the hustle, people selling everything. You know, there's people trying to make a living through just selling basic things, just like people selling like just homemade biscuits and stuff like that. I ended up buying some argan oil. Argan is one of the most famous oils from Morocco, and it does originate from like down the south, down this region. Yeah, so had to get some of that. It's great for like the beard and the hair and stuff like that. People also use it for cooking, so I also previously purchased some amalu, which is kind of like peanut butter, but not from peanut, from almond. It's kind of like almond butter, and that normally costs 100 dirhams per kilo if you want to use just regular oil. If you want to use argan oil, it's 150 dirhams per kilo, and that just tastes amazing. So natural, and they grind it in a traditional kind of grinder, and I definitely would recommend getting some of that if you haven't already tried it. I'm gonna go have some tea now and just relax a little bit. So that was a lovely cup of tea, and yeah, now I think it's an hour and a half or 2 hours until sunset, and it's cooled down a bit now, which is great. Close to the souk of Zagan is Sahara Mall, and I haven't been to a shopping mall in like a long time. The last time was probably my vlog in Amman, Jordan. So I just want to have a look around and just check it out. I'm not big on malls and stuff anyway, but just I want to have a bit of a comparison and show you guys around. So the mall is spread over like 5 floors. It's not really big on the inside, but you know, there's a fair amount of shops. Still, like I think maybe 60% are still vacant. From what I've heard, it's fairly new, so they're still yet to rent out a lot of the premises. It's not great, to be honest. A lot of the shops are targeted towards like women's cosmetics and beauty products, but you know, if that's your thing, then maybe give it a check. It's a great view from the top floor of the mall, as you can see. The market. Now, and to get back to Agadir, we do need to get a Grand Taxi to basically the Grand Taxi station here in Zagan. We need to stop at the Grand Taxi station in Agadir before we can get a petite taxi back to the hotel.
Yeah, 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 yeah.